Hey there, Tamara Carroll, the Joy Queen, and your creativity coach. I am so excited to share with you a new program that the Holy Spirit has given me ideas for, and it is called Creating Your Blueprint. So, if I just have a minute of your time, well, maybe 2 minutes, I would promise I won't go very long. I just want to share with you a little bit about it. About 2 years ago, I was just painting on my own. The Lord told me to go get a canvas and start painting. I didn't even buy brushes. And I just started hearing the Lord, and He started teaching me how to paint. And this was something completely new for me because I have never taken classes. I've done some paint and sips or something along the way, but I was always the person raising my hand saying, help me, help me. And so the fact that I was creating with the Holy Spirit was something very new. And I started hearing God in my spirit as He was teaching me how to use my hands and paint. And then from there, He started speaking to me about inner healing and helping other people and having people have breakthrough through art, and that it was going to be fun and creative. And I was like, how can I do this? Because I am not a trained artist, right? And I was just kind of in my head about it, and I was feeling very stuck. And so as I was praying into it, the Lord started saying to me, see only my face. And I want people to enjoy what they're doing, and I want to enjoy them. And so that's where my painting business really started. And so 2.5 years ago, fast forward to now, I have a thriving business, painting for people, doing personal prophetic work. And also, you can see behind me, He has given me some ideas. These are all His ideas on how to create even more products through my art. So let me just talk to you a little bit about creating. Okay, so my thing happens to be, and it was a total surprise to me because, like I said, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I could do this. But I do believe that the Creator is inside of all of us. And we can all tap into His creativity. And we don't have to strive, and we can just listen and do what He says, right? So you may be thinking, well, I'm not creative. Yes, you are, because you have the Creator in you. And I bet if you really thought about it, you are creative in your business. You may be creative in your relationships. You're probably very creative in your marriage or your personal, circle of friends. And maybe you might even think there's a book inside of you. Or maybe you're a scientist and you have some ideas that God has given you, that He's placed in your heart. Also, I wanted to just let you know that it's never too late. Kind of revisit those goals and desires. I don't know, just little ideas that were floating around. I just turned 60 this last December, and I'm having the time of my life. And the Lord just continues to show me new ways that I can bring ideas, His ideas, to pass. So let me just share with you just a minute about my program that He gave me. I have been a certified life coach for about 5 years. And I was doing life purpose coaching with people and working with them on breakthroughs. And in January of this last year, January of this year, 2020, the Lord started speaking to me about taking my life coaching experience and training and helping people with creativity coaching. Okay, so now think about it. From January to May, I've been thinking about it. And isn't that the way that a lot of us kind of are, right? We get the ideas, we think about it, but we don't really know what to do with it. So that's where my program is coming in. So let me just share with you some of the topics. I have a 12-week program, and I'm just going to be glancing here at my notes. The first week, we are going to be identifying God's vision that He has for you. So we're going to be exploring, what is it? What does that mean? Those ideas that have been kind of floating around. And don't be surprised if God gives you something that you would have never thought about on your own. It happened to me, so totally. Totally, that sounded very 70s. The next thing is hearing God's voice, especially in the season that we are in right now. It's so important to understand how to hear God's voice. So we'll be doing a week on that. Spiritual gifts and strengths. This is way more than taking the book test. We're not going to do any of that. So I'm super excited to be sharing with you how to figure out what your spiritual gifts are, because everybody is born with them, everyone. The next one is inner healing and recognizing where you might be stuck. So maybe it's self-doubt. Maybe it's, I don't know, a feeling of, you're worried about rejection, whatever that might be. It doesn't even have to be that. We're just going to be pressing into the Holy Spirit and figuring out that and where it came from and having breakthroughs so that you can move forward. Sometimes it's a money mindset. So that's another one that we could work on. The next week, we're going to be actually creating your blueprint, and we're praying through it with the Holy Spirit and asking for his direction. And we will be working with the blueprint continually from that point on. The next week, we'll be talking about divine connections and relationships, because believe me, God has the people for you to connect to. I don't do any advertising really for my personal prophetic paintings. And last year I painted and created for 67 people in 1 year. So God brings the people to us. So that's going to be a great week. The next one is coming against opposition and distractions, right? The next one is, let's see here, building credibility, moving forward and transforming your mind. That's very biblical. Resource sharing. So my plan is that we will have a Facebook group, and I'm just going to glance down here. We'll have a private Facebook group that you'll be able to interact with everybody that is in the program. I'll be providing videos with practical, like motivational and practical teaching for you each week. We're also going to have group prayer meetings with Zoom. So another great way to connect with the people in the community that we're going to be building together. And then we will have a 20-minute, I have 2 programs, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So we'll have 20-minute weekly mentoring with me on the phone. So that'd be one-on-one. And then I have another program where you actually get an hour's worth of time with me. And then we have resource and referral program for those of you that want to write a book. I have a lot of resources, just collaborations. I'm a connector by nature, so I know a lot of people. And even as we're masterminding together, I'm sure all of you will also have people to connect to. So, and then the Creative Partner program, that's the one where we're going to go a little deeper. And that one will get everything that I just talked about, plus you'll have an extended time with me, so an hour a week on the phone for your mentoring, and we'll be using Zoom, so we'll be able to see each other. And then I'm also offering the Inner Healing Art Sozo, so that will be private if you would like, or we could do it together as a group. And then access to me with texting, because sometimes in between the week, we come up to something, and you're like, I really need to talk to my mentor right now. So I'll have some business hours that you'll be able to reach out to me via text. So that is the 2 different programs. Let me look up here. So the resource sharing, and then marketing and social media expert. One of the challenges for me is always technology. I was working 25 years ago when the internet first came out, but a lot has changed, right? So I'm going to be bringing in some experts for us to be talking about training for you and helping you to, whatever you need on that. We'll do that by Zoom. And then also website building. I'll be bringing in some experts on that. So I am super excited, you guys. I hope you are too. I have a Facebook event set up if you'd like to join. The month of May, you can go into my business page on Facebook, and that's Create Joy Today. And so if you're not on that one, be sure that you get in. I think that's it. super excited. So I just wanted to reach out and say hi, let you know my heart, and I just look forward to connecting with you. So we will talk soon. God bless you. Tamara Carroll, the Joy Queen, and your creativity coach.